Hello and welcome to my knife channel. Well, this is not going to be about a knife, so those of you that wanted to see a knife are going to be kind of disappointed because I'm going to talk about this shovel, which is a West German entrenching tool, and I'm going to compare it to the American entrenching tool that I've had for a while. So first off, this is a West German entrenching tool. It's not an East German. And this particular one was made in 1959. We'll get to that when we get to that. But right now I want to show you what it has on the outside. It has a very nice sturdy leather sheath on it with capability for sticking it on your belt. Very nice metal buckles here. I believe I got mine from Sportsman's Guide somewhere in the year 2000, somewhere around there, and it was like brand new and fairly inexpensive. I have seen a copy that's being made out of this that is not of as good a quality as this. These are basically indestructible. My sheath does not have a date on it. If it was going to have a date, it would be stamped right here from what I've seen, but it doesn't have a date on it. It's in very good condition. I put a little bit of mineral oil on these straps here because this was stiff as cardboard. And once they start doing that, they're going to get to the point where they crack. So this is a little bit more flexible right now. Let me see if I can zoom in on the date and everything on the shovel. Mine is a 1959, as you can see right there. It has this number here, which is probably a stock number, 12-121. 1532. This kind of little guy with a shovel. There's a little dent here, which I think is part of that stamp. There's a little indent there that looks like it was made for that, but I might be wrong. And then the date, 1959. All right, let me unzoom this thing, all right. Now this one here, I weighed it on my bigger scale, and I got 3.32 pounds. So it may feel pretty heavy, but then I weighed this guy, and it was like 2.75 pounds or something like that. I'll have to weigh it again. And what I'm talking about is the Ames. This is an Ames 1980. I think this is the date back here. But an Ames Tri-Fold shovel. Now, Gerber has come out with one that has polymer handles here and other stuff. Usually any time you get one of these that's a knockoff, they're usually a piece of crap. This one's pretty sturdy. I actually hand dug a septic tank with this particular one, and it comes with a originally they had like a canvas or nylon pouch for these, but then they switched to this rubberized. Right, but this is not about this guy. Now, when I first got this guy, sorry, I'm bumping the camera. When I first got this guy, when I went to open it, you can see this looks like a slotted screwdriver. This thing wouldn't open, you know. I thought, well, maybe they required him to put a screwdriver in there. But no, it's got a really strong spring in here. So, you push the spring down. I believe at like the halfway mark, the pick starts moving. So let me get back to where I can see it. Use both hands. But you push in. Maybe it's all the way. But you can deploy the pick at 90 degrees and then it locks. This little thing comes back in. It's a square bolt type of thing there. It'll go all the way straight, I think. Let me try. Maybe not. I got it stuck. I'm not sure if it'll go all the way straight out, but you just manipulate this thing around. Sometimes you got to wiggle the tools to get them to work, you know, to deploy. It takes a bit of effort, but this guy will lock out at 90 degrees, and then it'll lock straight out like a regular shovel, and you just push it in. I believe you can take this apart through here. This is for like taking care of the mechanism and everything, but you've got to watch out because this little screw right here is holding a spring back, and reassembling it can be a pain in the butt. So I'm not going to take mine completely apart, but yeah, it'll fold out like a hoe. You can deploy this guy too at the same time, and then get them all back in there. Let me see if this guy will, I think the pick will go all the way out, but it's not really designed for that. No, it won't go. Oh yeah, it will. Alright, so you could stab the crap out of something or dig, but that locks in place also. It's just a very well made, very tough. It's sort of heavy, but what the heck, man? It's going to last forever. You get one of these things, man, and you're really going to have to abuse the crap out of it to destroy it. This area right here gets a little, you know, tough. I think the first time I went to deploy this, I had to actually smack it with a hammer because I didn't have YouTube. I didn't know how anybody dealt with these. But yeah, just a pretty good shovel. One guy had a problem. I was reading on some reviews, and in a comment, one guy said he had a problem with his handle and he didn't know what to do. You know, the handle was getting loose and he thought he was going to have to throw it away. But it looks like right here, there's a couple of pins through there. So you would probably have to drill that down or sand that down if you want to replace it. But I've had this one in the back of my Jeep. It's been like a Jeep type of thing. Oh, also, if you go to try to put this thing back on, it's not always easy to get that in there. So a lot of times you got to partially deploy this main blade over here to slip it on. Whoops, knocking all kinds of stuff over. But yeah, and then it just buckles in like you would a normal, you know, normal buckle system. But yeah, if you ever get a hold of these, if you can ever find one of these in a Army surplus store or whatever, if you want a good car for like your vehicle, dig you out of snow, or you just want a good pack shovel, yeah, you can get smaller ones, but this thing will never let you down. This one of these is also a viable option if you get an original one and not a knockoff. The West German went to this type of shovel afterwards, and I've heard that those were pretty good. They were like equal to the Ames one. I've never had a problem with this one, but I've heard some people have these things break on them. But I really, like I said, I put mine to abuse. This one's mostly just rode around in the Jeep a lot and done some occasional diggings, but I've been very satisfied with it. So there you go. That's a little update on. Oh, he's got a grenade. No, it's hollow. Oh, the pin flew. Yeah. Occasionally, I'll be getting some camping gear in or some military surplus stuff, and I'll just show it here to you. If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. And if you like it, you do. The only defect I've found on this one is just this little rivet right here is supposed to join with this leather, and it came out. I don't know if you can see that. See how it just came loose? But I mean, it doesn't affect it at all. I mean, the way it carries and everything. See, this is the way it's supposed to go through all those layers. But yeah, just a very well-made tool. And a very nice piece of kit here. And very useful. Thank you for watching, and have a nice day.